Those surfers are all about feeling, right? Like they paddle out to the heat, feeling something, and they kind of try to follow those instincts. And Griffin right there, opted, he's a fighter. He likes to kind of fight for the inside.
Round 3, Griffin Colapinto on the move, in the barrel, pulling on the rail of the mayhem, coming out. Nice opener for Griffin Colapinto, right on the horn, up against the 2022 champ out here in Tahiti, Miguel Pupo. Another great matchup, Kaipagura, along with Jesse Mendez.
As we see it right here, wider, you can see Miguel on the bottom, on the left of the screen, and this one just running through. Beautiful west bow. Bigger in size, gets as deep as he could right there, and comes out super clean. So perfect entry. He was in the perfect position for that wave, and Miguel couldn't even reach for it. So he's going to start with a massive score. See how Miguel is way below? So both surfers opting for different strategy to start the heat, obviously paying off for Griffin, starting with that incredible wave.
Yeah, that's the way you want to start a heat. Look at this, it just disappeared from view, coming out clean, Griffin Colapinto. Second wave for Colapinto, pulling back in. This one looks like it stretches out in front of him and clamps, no door to exit for Griffin Colapinto.
How much gap you want to leave it open to the perfect score?
Miguel Pupo trying to stall here, puts the arm brake in there, travels through, and Miggy comes out clean into the channel. And let's go into the channel. Let's take a look at the 5.17 for Miguel Pupo.
Yeah, when it started, it looked like a very good wave, but it's just kind of ran and got a bit high, so he didn't really, like, you could see it in the end right there, the wave kind of got much smaller in size, so you never let him be too deep inside of the barrel, so he had to kind of just weave through it and keep himself in more of a safer spot, because right there in the end it started to clamp a bit and get hard to manage. Looks like Miggy's committed to.
Here comes Miguel, way deep on this one. Got to get the gas pedal going, pumping through the barrel, comes out. Miguel Pupo answers right back, and talk about speed in the barrel, generating speed, getting on the front foot, getting on the gas pedal on his board.
He could slow himself down right here. There's a sense of urgency, but as he pumps, he knows that he can slow himself down and then start putting on the gas pedal. And that section right there gets so high and tight that for you to weave through your backhand and generate enough speed, it will be very tricky. That was as deep as you could get on a wave, and that was a very throaty wave in the beginning. This is going to be a very healthy score for Miguel, and he's not right back in it, but he's leading the chart right now.
He's going to take the lead. By how much is the question?
Griff having a look.
Colapinto trying to answer back, doesn't want to get this heat, get away from it, pulls straight from the takeoff and gets just panini'd right there, smashed on the way out. Here we go, Griffin Colapinto pulls into this one, a funneling wave, Colapinto comes out. Remember, he just needs a 5.17 to get on and take the lead off of Miguel Pupo. So
technique was impressive. The wave was nice and clean, nice and hollow as well, but it's a smaller wave in size. He got as deep as he could, did all the work possible. But that element of surprise that we were talking about, it was lacking on that wave. It was very predictable that he was going to come out of it, but beautiful technique there for Griffin. Is it a 5.17? You got to compare it.
He actually, at times in the barrel, he thought that he could control the water around him, and that time would slow down. So Griffin just go for that one. Again, under priority, so he's just going to keep on having swings at it. Here goes Miggy using priority. Zooms off the bottom, stalls. Look at this barrel, and it breathes Miguel Pupo straight out of it. I think he improved upon his scoreline right now, pulling away that exchange. Starting right here, Jesse, this was a 6.67 for Miguel Pupo.
I mean, the difference is just clear. It's just a deeper barrel for Griffin Colapinto, very similar wave in size, but Griffin's even got a little bit more throaty and more stretched out, which gives it more criticalness. But look how hollow that wave is, and you're thinking about Miggy just pulls the trigger right on the perfect timing. Like, easy waves.
Colapinto.
I have no doubt, but looks like Griffin on the wave behind.
Griff on the go, dragging the body, coming through the spin. Oh yeah, for Griffin Colapinto.
Gosh, we have a heat.
What a exchange.
A lot to digest right now, Kaipo. the score that Griffin was needing, and Miggy actually better by 1.5 points over. But then this wave, you can see he's driving through the nose of this board the whole time was going down the line because that wave was growing in size. So you could see him going through the fumble. Everything kind of worked perfectly for Griffin.
Yeah.
And we talk about momentum shift right there, going through the fumble. That's what's the point of difference on this the scoring situation here. So I'm giving the edge to. He's gone.
All right, way deep on this one, scratching to get it. He's going to get in very late, very deep, give up priority, and Griffin's going to be all over Miguel Pupo like a wet blanket now. And
looks like he's going.
And Miggy's going to keep Griffin honest, forces him on this one. Griffin pulls up, pulls in, holds on to the rail, and goes down. Wave behind, may have an opportunity for Miguel Pupo of last year's final, along with Jack Robinson. Look at those impressive numbers there for the two surfers to end the day. And what a day it was. But day's not over. We still got much more to bring you.
You and Miggy going wave for wave in that one. That was a real fun heat to watch.
Oh yeah, that was good. I started off so hot with the 8.5 in the first 5 minutes, and it's just like, well, it's crazy when you have so much time and you start off like that, because then it's like for the other guy, like mentally it's almost like easier for them to adjust to be like, okay, I need to wait for like a psycho wave, you know? And so yeah, and then I kind of like started good, and then I fell on a kind of a good one, and then I let him go on the 8.5, and it's just like, oh no, I'm totally letting this thing slip away from me. And then yeah, right on my second 8, there was that wave before that he went on, and he had priority, and it was coming, and I was kind of like looking at it, and I was like, oh, it looks like all right, but I don't know if it's going to be much. And I was like, I might as well just have a crack and like see if I can bait him into it, and it worked. Like I was just like really surprised that he went. And then the one behind was my 8, and that thing was like pretty killer on the inside West Bowl. And even on that wave, I actually almost blew it. I like went to grab my rail. I don't know if you can see in the clip, but I like went to grab it and I missed it. And then I like re-grabbed it right just when the lip was coming over me. And then I was just like, I gotta milk every point out of this and put myself on the fumble on that. And when I came out of that, I was like, okay, yes, we're back.
I know you've done a lot of work, mental, physical, spiritual, but does a victory from yesterday, having that magic heat, did that carry over in today?
Yeah, it's interesting because, you know, when you have those moments, it's like it can be easy to kind of just like live in the past and try and replay that in your head. So like today I just had to remind myself like that was in the past, and now it's like you just got to focus on what's in front of you and you know, just like keep tapping into that flow state.
Yellow alert for tomorrow. What's next for Griff?
What's next? I know we got Robbo in our heat, which is exciting because we had the final out here last year. So it's always fun going up against him. It's just like we kind of have like these similar mindsets, but like different approaches personality-wise. So it's always fun to like have a heat with him and just like, you know, see different ways to do that.
Can't wait to see it. Good luck, brother.
Yeah.